Yeah, I just want what's out of reach. Work my way up out the street. Start from the bottom deep down. Ain't no time to sleep. Walk from the mud to the top of whatever peak. Walk from the mud to the top of whatever peak. I just want what's out of reach. Work my way up out the street. Start from the bottom deep down. Ain't no time to sleep. Walk from the mud to the top of whatever peak. From the mud to the top of whatever peak. Look how far we come. Look how far we come. From sitting in the caves like it wasn't fun. Had to make the time pass though. Song after song I wrote. Now the shit is paying off. Every day somebody tell me Slim keep going off. So of course I am. I forced the plan from foster kid to the man. I don't think y'all understand. Me is only grinding days out for them 100 grams. Lost it all in one sweep. Now my nigga up the creek. Yeah, sitting 16. So I got no choice but to go hard. My little girl, she need them kicks, dog. Child support, they on some shit, dog. Bitch, court, sheriffs look for him. Call it court, ain't on the Newport. Breath short, still boot flowing, rap until I fade off. Fade out, working, yeah. I just want what's out of reach. Work my way about the street. Start from the bottom deep down. Ain't no time to sleep.
Alrighty, we are live. What the fuck are we talking about? Here with my co-host, Aaron.
Just Aaron. You hyped it up like it was going to be something major, and it's just
It's not
Aaron.
major at all.
It's not.
And
Not at all.
our special guest, Atown Slim.
Atown Slim, I am his.
He is a rapper from A-Town, obviously. And
Allentown to be precise.
is not obese.
The opposite.
So yeah, this is the new podcast. Anybody who watched what we had going on before, my other partner in crime was in actual crime. So right now he's not around. So now we're doing this. Me and Aaron, we're going to be coming probably.
I'm not in crime.
He's not in crime.
I'm not. I'm just not.
He's very caucus.
Mm-hmm. For the most part.
So we're going to be doing this hopefully probably once a week, as much as we can, and it's gonna be good stuff, and you can tune in and find out what the fuck we're talking about.
Check us out on Podbean, too. We'll be uploading this show in audio form. You can download it. You can get it through iTunes. It'll be WTFarewetalkingabout.podbean.com. That's it.
What he said.
Yeah, all that stuff. So you can follow us or follow me. I don't think Aaron has Twitter or anything.
I don't. Just Facebook. Aaron
You can
DeLong,
just Aaron
Facebook.
DeLong. I tagged him in the thing.
That's it.
At the only phase one. At Atown Slim 610. And
That was a lot of fucking plugs,
yeah, we got a lot
We
of
haven't even
plugs.
started.
man. Yeah, seriously. Oh, by the way, I just have Facebook and like my cell phone number. That's it. That's it. I got an email too.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Since this
I
is,
do.
you got an email.
I gotta change.
A Yahoo
Tech
email.
savvy.
I still have the same one from high school.
Oh,
You have a
shit.
Yahoo email.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even
and
think
it's an
that
embarrassing
works.
name. It
Does
is.
that work anymore?
Yes, I still get all my emails through there.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I still got a Yahoo email though. Like just
See?
for like work and stuff.
Okay. And how long
That's
have you
like
had?
what, years.
Yeah. See,
That's
is it a
probably
name that you're like? I probably should change
That's
this
like-
now that I'm older.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why.
see?
That's my adult email.
Yeah.
That's why they don't call you back for jobs and shit. They're like, he has a Yahoo email. Like,
I don't even
this
think
guy-
it matters who the emails. It's just like the content of the email. If it's like Hydro King 420, it's like I might not call this guy. I would like I'd hire someone like that. You know, I'm just saying like you know.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's true.
Anyway, I think it'll probably be good for us to explain a little bit about ourselves for like the iTunes crowd and stuff,
Yeah.
since they have no idea.
Well, I've been doing podcasts for a couple of years now, but it was kind of off and on, just because podcasts are hard to do. And like, I did a wrestling podcast, like a pro wrestling podcast, and like I did another show where I talk topical stuff. Like I watch Walking Dead, and I like MMA, so I
Like
was
lotion?
Huh?
Lotion.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, that's part of the show. Oh, we're gonna talk about it tonight, right? Always.
Mostly oils.
Yeah, but no, I mean that's all I'm in, and I mean I'm from Allentown too. You know, I've been here my whole life.
Yeah, and you are a special. What do you want to call it? I can't think of words right now.
I'm just special.
Yeah, we gotta, like,
That's
You're
it.
very special,
Thanks.
and
take on this thing.
you're
They don't get no plugs.
you're proficient in the culinary. You're proficient in the culinary arts.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've
And-
been working restaurants for, I don't know, 14 or 15 years, longer than that.
A lot of
Just started in high school, but I did.
managerial.
But going back
I did a
further
dishwasher.
than that, the music thing and the recording thing started with us.
Yes.
I got into it through school because I wanted to be a DJ. So I got to go to Muhlenberg College, and they taught me how to work boards, and I had a show, and I had airtime. It was great.
You did.
It was dope. I mean, that's what started everything. Once I learned how to use that shit and learn how to use a mic, I fell off. You both put your all into it, and I decided to go a different direction. I wish I could put what I had into it because we grew up doing it.
Right.
And we were doing it before it was cool to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when we were, getting beats all for free, and then we started making them at a real young age too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so anybody who else in the iTunes world or Podbean world who doesn't know me, I am Phase One. I'm a producer, rapper, engineer. All my credentials and shit. I went to Full Sail in Orlando and did that good stuff. And
You went there before that shit blew up.
yeah, before they had a campus and stuff, you had to just get an apartment and just go to school there. But yeah, while I was there, I did stuff for Brooklyn Zoo of Wu-Tang fame, most notably. And yeah, been doing this for a long time, and got together with Atown Slim eventually, and now he has his second sophomore project.
Competition Slim 2 out now on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, Tidal, etc. All the good stuff. I guess I'll tell them a little bit about myself.
Tell him.
I am a victim of my environment.
You're not a victim. You're not a victim, man.
You know, but I'm a rap artist mainly.
Oh.
Shit. I'm from Allentown. I'm from Allentown too, born and raised. I have a lot of family out here, but that's here nor there. I don't know. What else the fuck do I gotta tell them about myself?
I don't know.
I'm black.
You're mad black.
I'm mad black.
What?
I'm black.
No way.
Yeah, nobody would ever notice. Especially with the name I have. But in
You
his
sound like a
in
goddamn.
his voice right here. It's,
Spoiler
You have
alert.
you have like the illest fucking Western cowboy name.
yeah.
that you-
Nobody ever believes. Like when I tell them my name, nobody ever believes.
Oh well, your
It's
real
a
name.
given, yeah.
No, I'm talking about A-Town Slim. That's like
Yeah, that's
you
like
could
I got it
definitely
from.
fucking
I got it from.
shoot up a saloon with the name A-Town Slim.
No, I got
You've
it from.
definitely been on wanted
What the
posters.
fuck was this? What the fuck was that?
In
The
Texas.
pimp's name? Fillmore Slim.
All
I read one of his books when I was in jail, and I was like, yo, he's from Fillmore Street. I'm from Allentown. He's Slim. I'm Slim. I'm just gonna, flip it.
So that was your name from the jump? You ever had that
No,
before that?
my name before that.
Yes.
My name before that was the kid Smitty. You
That's
know
not
what I mean?
bad though.
It's not.
That was gonna be worse. That's
Yeah,
not bad.
no, it wasn't like.
That's not bad.
It wasn't no weird shit. It was always some cool shit.
There you go.
You know. But yeah, man, that's all right.
That's funny. And yeah, like you were saying before, like you were one of the first people that I knew that was like getting into doing music. Like you
Yeah.
started as DJ.
Yeah, I did parties and shit. Yeah, so my real father was a fucking deadbeat, but he had mad brothers and sisters. I had like 8 or 9 uncles and aunts I never met.
Yeah.
But one of them was my godfather or whatever, and he left me savings bonds. And we found them when I was like 15. And I took all of it and put every dollar I had, and I was working, and I bought speakers, I bought turntables, a mixer, I bought a CD drive, and then I worked at the radio station, and I got all kinds of free shit.
Yeah.
Because, all right, so you got to rewind 18, 19 years. The way that they promoted music back then was they would send you free music. So you would play it, and that's how people would hear your shit and buy it.
Right.
So when I worked there, it was a fucking white rich kid college. They didn't really like rap. I was the only one doing a rap show. So every bit of rap music they got was mine for free. Everything from it was like 1999 to 2001. Whatever came out, I had it before everybody, and I had a dirty version and a clean version, artwork, everything. You name it, I got all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many? I gave you crates of records. I got all kinds of free shit, all kinds of stuff. It was great. It was a great learning experience too, because like instead of going to school, I did it. So like I wanted to get away from going to just regular ass school, and that was the way out. And I had a college professor teaching me how to work boards, microphones, and they bought a brand new radio station the year I worked there. So I worked in the old campus, and then one day they're like, all right, the new one's open, and it had brand new everything, and it was at my disposal. They're like, whenever you want to come in. So when I first started making music, I was blessed with a studio. I was able to go into an actual radio station and just record. Their microphones, they weren't good like the ones you get. I think you get like the single ribbons or whatever they're called, where they're just a little different. And then the filter on the front, that's key. Yeah. They didn't have none of that. So the sound was rough, but I could record as much as I wanted.
It was something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were one of the first people that was doing music in some capacity.
Yeah.
Back then.
And I love it. I mean, I still got a passion for music.
You had one of the first, like we were saying before we started podcasting and shit, you had one of the first beat machines.
Yep.
That you could really do stuff on. That was before I was doing it.
Yeah, I was throwing newspapers, slinging newspapers, and saving up money just to be able to buy it. It was $200.
Remember
back in
when
'99.
Remember when you could work a newspaper route?
At 14, dude, I was 12.
Right.
I was 12. They're like, here, go deliver papers, and that was allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to be 18 to do a paper route.
That's fucking
insane. No days off.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you got to be 18 and have a car.
That's
I used to walk.
That's
like I would
insane.
just put a bag on my shoulder and just fucking sling papers. But I saved up every dollar I had in order to be able to buy that beat machine. $200 back in '99.
It was a
That's
lot.
a lot of money, man.
As a kid,
Yo,
fuck yeah, when you save up
at 13 years old,
yeah.
you know, saving up that much money to be able to buy it. Yeah, but it was worth it, dude. It was worth it. I had it for years.
That was before. I think you probably just started high school then.
Yeah, it might have been my freshman year. Because I did it freshman year is when I got my foot in the door at the radio station. But I was doing the music a little bit before that. But the radio station helped. That's what made me was like, well, what can I do? And they were like, what do you like to do? And I was like, well, I just bought DJ equipment and I like music. And they're like, well, why don't you try to be a radio DJ?
Yeah.
All right. And then they're like, we'll just send you to Muhlenberg College instead of going to school.
Yeah, because I know I wasn't writing then at that time.
Yeah, and then that experience in its own right was cool. I met a dude there named Tom.
Tom?
Just some random dude. It was somebody you would never expect to be cool like that, but he introduced me to Smash Mouth.
He's cool like that?
Yeah. I met Vanilla Ice. He was friends with Vanilla Ice, so I met Vanilla Ice back in '99.
That's my guy.
It was just really cool. Like, he was just a cool cat, but he took me to a party when I was like 15.
Who Vanilla Ice then?
This dude Tom. Yo, crazy. I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
Partying with these, it was crazy. I don't even know if I should say it on Facebook Live. I probably should, but I'm not gonna. It was crazy. It was crazy.
You're a piece of shit, Tom.
Nah, Tom, you're cool.
Influencing minors.
You're awesome. You're so awesome.
Whoever Tom is.
I was a young man
Tom.
that night, and I was a full-grown man.
You were a full-grown man afterwards.
It was great. It was great.
I think
Well, you took it and ran with it too, man.
Aaron got a blowy.
Maybe.
You're a sick person, Tom.
Yeah. Tom's cool. But you ran with it too, with the music. When you guys got the new crib, you guys moved out when you were younger.
Yeah.
You guys got mics, and then Fruity Loops came in. That was huge.
Yeah, it was.
That was
yeah.
It was huge.
I used Fruity Loops before everybody else did.
Seriously, and it was free. It was something you could just download and use, and you could hone your craft for nothing. Yeah. It was awesome.
If you were semi-computer literate to get a fucking cracked version,
Yeah. But it was great, man. I mean,
now everybody knows how to do that shit.
Yeah. Anybody can be like that and say, "Oh, I make music." But we went through the steps of doing it off of a computer microphone to upgrading to an actual mic to being able to learn how to like hear and then like dropping the ad libs in a song and like like you didn't have that option.
Where's my juice?
There we go.
Pause. But yeah, before anything like how I first started doing shit is, well, when we first started like recording.
Yeah.
When I started going to Northampton and shit, I met like the only brown kids out there.
Hey, Mexican?
No, fucking, they were Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay.
But they were darker skinned Puerto Ricans. They know who they are. Fucking, but they had like a rap crew and shit, and we started talking shit, and he was like, "Oh, you rap too?" And I was like, "Yeah, I rap too. I rap better than you though." Like, I was way overly confident then, as well as probably now.
Right, I was about to say.
It didn't change much.
I was about to say.
But then, like after school, he was like, "Oh, come and you know, we'll lay something down." So I go to his crib, and we record off of like a little radio. You know how the radios used to have the mic,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the
on
little
on the
hole?
radio.
Yeah, on the radio.
Yeah.
So you had to play the beat on something else
Uh-huh.
and record into this little fucking hole. So we had to do that onto a tape. And then after that day, when I rapped into that little hole, he kicked somebody else out his group and was like, "You're in now."
Oh,
So that was fun.
What was the name of that group?
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
What was the 2 pounds in them?
2 browns and a white.
Yeah,
No, back in the day we were the Cellar Fellas because we recorded in the basement.
it's not that bad.
No.
It's not that bad.
No.
Because they had the attic, remember?
Yeah.
The group that they were in the attic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cellar fellas.
Yeah.
Cellar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bad.
It's like the cello.
Cello.
The cello.
I believe
fellows.
We just
Fella-
played
I believe-
mad cellos.
I believe fellas was with a Z.
Mm-hmm.
It was with
It
a
was.
Z. Of course it was.
I'm just using
This-
S.
It does that.
It was immediately after the 90s. Of course it was with a Z.
I mean, A-Town Slim, you spell it with a Z, right?
Slim.
A-Town Slim.
Now it's even kind of whack to fucking have like a stage name that's not your real name. Like if you don't have a dope real name, then like you're kind of fucked. You have to make up a new name. Like Travis Scott, that's not his fucking real name.
No.
He just
Smell
made
like
up
John or
another
something
name.
like weird shit.
He just made up another name, which
Another
is an
real name,
actual
yeah.
name. It's not like a stage name. It's not like Bono
No.
or whoever else you would fuck. It's not even Jay-Z. If somebody came out tomorrow named Jay-Z, you're like, what the fuck is this guy talking
That's true. And Jay-Z, I don't think there's a J or a Z in his actual name.
about? No.
There's not.
Sean Carter.
There's no J or Z.
Yeah. You're not a J in any sense.
Little jazz.
of
Little jazz, though.
anything.
None of those letters. They're not there.
Anyway, Competition in Slim 2 is out now. Again, another plug. You want to tell your fucking musical?
Yeah, the first
yo.
time you recorded, how'd you record?
Yo,
How'd that shit
I'm
happen?
a late bloomer in everything I've done in my life. Virginity, late bloomer. Prison, late bloomer. Music, late bloomer.
I don't think you should bloom to prison ever.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't, but sometimes you go through that. You know what I'm saying? But I think I recorded my first song when I was like 18, 19.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Especially where the age I am now, like that's late as shit. You feel me? And
Kids start rapping at like 6 now.
yeah. I was like 18. And I was like bored in the house one day. I was like, no, matter of fact, let me tell you my inspiration. You remember the Critics? It was Ohead.
No.
Yeah, they were like from Park Street, but it was my man Ohead, my man KY, Kyle. Yeah.
He can't
His
have
name
that
was
name.
Kyle, but it was KY. But and Dutch, those 3 guys, all from Park Street. They used to go like crazy with the music in Allentown, and they were those guys, and these are the guys that I grew up with. I was like, man, what the fuck? I want to fucking rap too now. I want to rap too. You know what I'm saying? I can write poems and essays and shit. Let me try my hand at writing a song. And then I'm sitting there writing the song, and my brother comes in the middle of me writing my song and shit. And he was like, yo, you rap now? I was like, I don't know. I'm going to try. I'll write something. And then he eventually built a studio in his house. This is when we started a group, me, my brother Turk, and Short E, my cousin Eric. And we were SOB, straight off the block. I got a tattoo right here. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's all the fuck we would do is fucking record music when I was 18, 19. So I was stuck between trying to be a rapper and trying to be that guy outside of, you know what I'm saying? Outside,
extracurriculars.
Yeah, extra shit. You know what I'm saying? I was getting into too much, and I made the wrong choice and got into too much more. But I don't know. Like I never got serious in music. Like I never really took it serious until I met these guys, him and Rick. That's when I was like, yo, like we can actually do something. You feel me? Like something of our own type shit that we can do and let people hear besides taking industry beats and freestyle 48 bar songs and all that. You know what I'm saying? I learned structure of music and I'm still learning how to count bars.
Yeah.
Like I write when I just go.
So you just write? Like I always wrote in bars.
Yeah, sometimes I just write and I'll be like, yo, phases.
Wow,
that's crazy to admit.
That's
a lot of
crazy.
people are gonna kick me.
Everybody does it different. Though.
Yeah, a lot of
You know,
people are gonna
everybody
put
does
in.
it different.
Yeah, like I'll be like, yo, is this enough? And they're like, no, it's only 12. And I'm like, it sounds perfect. Let's go with it.
Okay, let's do
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Song.
Yeah.
That and it's a lot weirder now because of the double time tempos now.
Yeah.
That if you were confused about bars before
Yeah, it's weird now.
on normal tempo
Yeah.
shit like the traditional fucking whatever BPMs you want to talk about with like 80s to 90s to maybe even up to like 100 BPMs, like you can count a bar way easier than when you get up into the 140s and shit and you have to double time it and you have to put way more words into one single bar and you're like, this is a lot now.
Yeah.
Like it's getting to be a lot if you don't do the future saying 3 words a bar. Then if you're filling your bar with words, it's a lot.
You find that happen a lot when you're writing a song, where you feel like you have to like fill in extra shit, like.
Yeah, this fucking guy. He has a lot
Yeah, you
of
see?
words in his bars.
Yeah.
He has sometimes he does. When FaZe raps, when he actually raps,
Yeah.
there's a lot of words in the bar.
Yeah, there is. Because I always,
There is.
I always wanted to make it like my style more conversational,
Right.
to where it's not super melodic, to where it's more just talking your shit. And I always liked like when Talib Kweli first came out, and how he would fit mad shit into one bar, and it would kind of be off, but still be on.
Yeah.
And I think once he started to like try to not do that anymore, he kind of fell off after that.
Yeah.
Like once he stopped
Doing him.
doing that, trying to fit 1,000 words into a bar like that, I felt like that was his thing. And I like that.
I think that whole group like that, like, I think that was like Ruckus Records, I think
Ruckus.
it was, like Sound Bombing, like,
Yeah.
that, like those albums, like those guys, a lot of those guys did that. Pharaoh Monch,
Yeah.
Mos Def, a lot of those guys, they all kind of had that similar style. They were all different and they had different flows and everything, but they all, like, I think you're right. I think a lot of them had that trying to come up, and they were all about the wordplay, and then that just.
Shout out to
went
Shabam
from
Sadiq too. I worked with him.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
You remember Shabam?
Yeah, absolutely.
He
Yeah,
introduced me to that guy.
Yeah, that's my guy. He's cool as fuck.
that's dope.
We had fun in Philly.
Yeah, did a joint with Shabam. We met him. Well, we didn't meet him then, but he had a show in Philly. Who else was doing that show?
Razzcast.
Oh yeah. Well, no, Razzcast was
Yeah,
at the show,
That's great.
but Shabam was there. We went to see
Yeah.
Shabam and shit, and so I see him after he performs and shit, and he's like, "Yo, we're going to the studio next door." So I'm like, "We can go. I can go with you." He was like, "Yeah, let's go." So we go over there, and it's I guess it's the Roots studio or wherever they record at. So we go in there, and we walk in the room, and fucking Razzcast is in there,
In the studio.
That's great.
just chilling there, and they're fucking talking
He
shit.
performed that night too.
Did he?
Yeah, he performed like a couple times.
And I'm like, oh shit, fucking Razzcast is crazy. And I listened to a lot of Razzcast growing up.
Yeah.
He might have like not have known that, like seeing who I am and shit. Like, but I'm like, yo, this is one of the guys I used to
But see,
listen
that's
to
the
a
thing.
lot.
So that shows our age a little bit, because then you were you either listen to Tupac,
Yeah.
which you and Marky and your brother. That's what you all were, and I was a Biggie
Like,
fan. So a lot of East Coast, Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie,
Yeah.
anything East Coast, that was me.
I listened to a lot of West
all the way
Coast
down to the
shit.
South. And like West Coast, I didn't get into West Coast till I got older. Honestly, the Chronic 2001 put me on the West Coast.
That's crazy.
I mean, come on.
I listened to a
Late
lot
blooming.
of West Coast
Late
shit.
blooming.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. You know, a little bit of Snoop. A little bit of Snoop.
Snoop, I
Yeah.
was raised by Snoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snoop, of course.
Yeah.
Exhibit was one of my favorites.
But I was late on it.
Corrupted
I
and
really
Dog Pound
was.
was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Razzcast was one of my favorites. Razzcast Nature of the Threat taught me a lot of history. Like, inadvertently. If you ever listen to Nature of the Threat? It's basically him, like, just going throughout history and just telling you facts about history. It barely rhymes the whole shit.
Yeah.
But it's just like 12 minutes of like history lesson.
Is it on an album that he did?
Oh, was Nature of the Threat on the album? It might have been. I think it might have been on Soul on Ice. But yeah, it was funny meeting him, man, because he was short. A lot of people that you meet in real life, they're fucking shorter.
So
than
I'm
you
a
expect.
short man. I'm 5'6" with Nikes on.
what,
Alright.
what did I tell Razzcast? They were trying to get a picture and shit, and they just like hand me the camera right away. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
It was
just
the
hand the camera to a white guy. He knows what to do with
the
it.
whole room died.
And then everybody laughed. He was like, I like this guy.
Yeah.
We were in Atlantic City, me and my boy, to see Snoop Dogg, and he was there, and Corrupt was out there. We got a picture with Corrupt.
Yeah.
He's short. He's shorter than me.
Yeah.
I'm 5'6", like I said, with the Nikes, and he was shorter than me.
That's fine.
But he's walking around Atlantic City with a ridiculously big chain on and just a bottle of Hennessy,
Yeah.
and he was awesome.
Corrupt's from Philly, though.
Yeah, is he? Well, he's
Yeah.
cool because we walked like, yo, sorry to bother you, we get a picture. He's like, fuck yeah, man, come on over. What's up? What's your name? He was mad cool. It was dope. And so Snoop did a concert that, and it was Snoop, Redman and Method Man, Devin the Dude. It was great.
What was this? The fucking
It was
the
Malice
tour?
in Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
It was amazing. All right,
I was like, what they
amazing.
put fucking
It
the
was
whole
amazing.
fucking.
And Snoop, of course, Corrupt was there. Daz was there. Who's that pimp he always brings out? Don Juan? Is that his name? Yo, he was there too with green shit on. It was crazy. That was the coolest concert. That was at the House of Blues, like, and that's like a stadium. Like, I seen Eminem in a stadium.
Yeah.
That was cool, but something like that. There was about 1,000 people, and I'm as close. We were as close to them as that door right there. It was amazing.
You want to talk about how bad the new Eminem song is?
Oh, shit.
He's fucking awful. He's awful. I don't know. Oh my
I
God.
think people that really like Eminem like that song.
That song.
I
is
really
only
like
like-
Eminem. I hate it. I don't like anything he's done. I didn't like the Trump thing either.
No,
I didn't like the Trump thing. Not that. Now, me and you disagreed on this because I don't think his words, what he said was. I mean, it was great, but come on, everybody's doing it. He just blended in. That he did what he was against. He was always the guy going against the grain.
Right.
And all he did was just try to be like everybody else.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to rap about Trump. Everybody's done something about Trump.
That's what I had a
You
problem
could have
with
did
too.
anything. You could have did anything. You could have talked about the problems that people have with Trump,
Right.
as opposed to going
I
at
think
Trump.
he would have did better if he would have talked about what's going on in Detroit itself.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, this is your city and shit, and it's fucked up, bro.
In your state,
Like,
just talk
in
about
your-
Flint, Michigan. He could do a whole thing about how
right.
you know
Like,
exactly.
that would have. I think that would have
Exactly.
went over more
Yeah.
personally with a lot more people than the same thing everybody else is complaining
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Like you can't just make CNN talking points rhyme
Right.
and then like
Yeah.
everybody
You're
done
right.
heard all that
I
shit.
see
Like,
what you're saying.
You're not
yeah.
saying anything new. Like if you're gonna do that, you have to bring some type of original concept to it
Mhm.
to bring it all back around, and he just didn't have that with that.
There's something with him like Jay-Z. When Jay-Z became Jay-Z and became big, he got better and like he evolved.
He did.
And that's someone like that's why in my opinion he's the greatest because of his
He-
evolution skills.
And he's
The,
never
the
fallen
fact
off.
that you can reinvent yourself and be able to stay with the times but not be corny and stay with
Right.
the times.
Right.
It's just something about him, and that's not to take away from anybody else like a Pac or a Biggie that didn't get to live to have that opportunity.
Right.
But in my opinion, that's what makes him the greatest. And
Sometimes you just gotta die before your time.
yeah.
And
and then you're the greatest. But no, like that's the thing about Eminem. I don't think he. And this is my. I'm just a fucking fan, but like just the way everything about him changed, and,
Right.
and it wasn't for the good. I don't know.
Ever since
He went to
came
that
back
like rock.
sober,
He went to that like maybe that's what it was, but like
it's
once
the
he went to
sobriety.
that rock rap thing, I just never got with that.
You can't do it. I always say once you're good at music, and you do drugs, if you quit drugs, you also have to quit music, because if you come back sober, your shit. I don't know what it is, but your shit just fucking declines then.
Right.
Maybe that was Jay-Z's secret, man.
Jay-Z's never been, he, like,
But he's
as
never-
far as I know,
Jay-
he's been like a drinker.
Yeah, he never glorifies weed or anything
Nah,
like that.
right.
But I'm pretty sure he smokes bud. You know what I'm saying? Because Jay-Z's a fucking thinker.
From what I
Not
know
only
about
that,
Jay-Z's personal life, like, I'm not an expert on his personal life, obviously, but like from shit that I've heard, like throughout other people talking about him, they say he's not like a big smoker like that. He's a drinker.
It's like me.
Yeah, he likes to drink, and I don't think that has too much of effect on creativity, unless you're like a super alcoholic with it.
I don't think they're like 70s, like Rolling Stones, fucking, you know, that kind of.
Yeah, you can't rap good and be super drunk at the same time.
No.
You're gonna rap terribly if you're super drunk.
But you hear about the rock stars back in the day going out there pissed drunk and playing a guitar.
Yeah, you could do that.
That's gotta be hard. I look at somebody when I'm sober, like that looks mad fucking hard.
Right.
Yeah,
Really, really hard. And they
do
do
that
it.
just fucking tore up.
Yeah, out of your mind. And these guys are shooting heroin too. So they're like, they're drinking Jack, they're not sleeping, shooting heroin, and then playing a guitar.
Right.
Like that's mad hard.
That's the life.
Yeah, for some people, for some people it's breathing, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know?
It's crazy.
They just do this shit. This shit's just done.
Yeah, you gotta do,
Second nature.
you gotta do drugs. Music and drugs go fucking hand in hand. And I don't.
For some people.
Yeah. Well, yeah. For a lot of people.
Even drinking, you
Didn't
can
work
consider,
out for
you know,
some.
people don't consider that, but it's a fucking drug.
Tell me, who is a legend musically that was like stone cold sober?
I don't know if he was or not, but I would assume he's never done anything hard. Bruce Springsteen. He still looks like he's in his fucking 30s. He's been making music for 50 years. I mean, he probably drank a little bit,
I don't
but
know.
I never heard about him being in trouble or nothing.
He's probably
like that.
he's probably been doing coke for a long time. Bruce Springsteen.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
I want to ask him.
He probably.
I'm gonna ask
He's
him.
accessible. We can reach out to him.
I'm gonna ask him.
Yo, Bruce, you do coke?
Just a curiosity. Like, what's your drug intake like? Like, did you enjoy the 70s? I don't know. But I don't know. I can see him being like, nah, I never really fuck with that.
I don't know.
You know, you
That's a good question.
It is.
Um,
What do you think?
I'm betting on. He likes some cocaine. That's what I'm betting.
Cocaine.
I mean, at some point, he probably was like,
I put
sure,
money
but
on cocaine.
maybe.
But yeah, anybody else? Fucking just go look down a list of legendary, influential fucking musicians, and it's gonna be musicians.
Yeah.
That's a
There's
cross
musicians
between
too.
magicians
magical
and
artists,
musicians.
magical music.
That's what you should have did.
That's good. That was good stuff right there.
Musicians.
Musicians. New words.
Hell yeah.
Words with friends.
Yeah, go down the fucking list. Ray
I'm
Charles.
going through it in my head right now.
Yeah, Ray Charles was off the wall.
Fucking
Little
Jimi
Richard
Hendrix.
was off the wall.
You have to keep doing amazing music
Stevie Wonder.
until you OD.
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah, that's a good one. He probably never.
Stevie wasn't
He
doing
smokes
drugs.
mad weed.
Who, Stevie?
Yeah.
Does he?
He has to. You can't see and he rocks dreads.
I don't know. I've never
know?
heard of Stevie Wonder smoke weed.
But his
I
music's
want to
dope
Google
too.
this.
I don't think you could do
Google.
this without doing drugs. Like this is drug. He's doing
He's
drugs.
happy
Doing
as
this.
shit. He smokes bad.
Nah, man.
Something.
He sees the waves of music.
All right. Well, he's doing LSD then.
There you go. That could
That's
be-
probably, yeah.
There you go.
probably.
There you go.
What-
Kick
what-
me out.
Music in the key of life. He's doing LSD.
Mm-hmm. Yes. If you say you see music,
Yeah.
you love drugs.
You're on some hallucinogens.
Yeah.
If you're seeing fucking notes.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
I just listen to
Definitely.
it with my ears, and it works
Yeah, it works fine.
really good, right? Like Never even questioned it. Like, I probably should like look at music. No, I'll fucking listen to it. No.
What was the first albums y'all ever bought?
Album? Could it be a single?
You bought a single?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
broke. I remember, I don't know if it was my first one, but it's the first one that I remember, like vividly remember. I bought the KRS-One drum, the Step Into My World shit.
Oh shit.
I bought the cassette. It had the single and had the fucking instrumental or B-side of the tape. That's like the first drum that I bought with my own money that I remember.
Okay. All right. You
Aaron.
ready for this? All right, Facebook. Here you go. The first thing I ever bought was Keith Sweat Twisted,
Oh shit.
Oh,
and the
shit.
B-side was Nobody.
Oh shit.
That was my shit. All right. A little 11-year-old white boy buying Keith Sweat. That was the first thing I ever
Yeah, you
bought.
were a hit
And then
from
right
the
after that, I bought it was Puff Daddy and Mace. Can't Nobody Hold Me Down.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
very
but Keith
popular.
Sweat was the first one. I remember buying it. It was a black cassette tape. It was just him sitting on a chair, like
I got that.
giving that, like I'm about to
Yo,
fuck the
I'm
shit out
lying.
you. Look. Yeah.
I'm lying right now. Go ahead, bro.
Right.
I'll clean it up after you.
Oh. The first album I bought, I was 10. It was All Eyes on Me.
That's a good choice.
I bought it at Tunes.
Tunes.
Oh shit, what is he?
I bought mine with a wall. That Tunes
Was
was
it?
the best. No,
It was with an S?
It was with an S.
Yeah.
That was when they actually had
Plaza.
like that place only sold CDs and tapes and albums at that time.
Yeah.
And then they eventually moved to DVDs when DVDs came
Yeah.
out.
They let me buy it because my parents were friends with the owner.
Yeah.
I forgot the name.
Otherwise, they're not letting the fucking 10-year-old buy Tupac.
That was cool. That's something that I miss. Like buying a whole album.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the best songs I heard were songs that never had a single. They weren't singles. They were just on the album.
Right.
You know.
Anyways, you were lying.
Yeah, because I had to dig back into my memory bank real quick. I used to live with these people in Whitehall. Before I got the KRS-One joint, I remember I had to like fight to the teeth to fucking get Lucchini. I forgot the name of the group and shit. Remember that joint right there, Lucchini?
Yeah.
This is it, bro.
That was,
Yo, that shit was I remember that's the first joint that I bought.
Jesus Christ, why is the fucking name escaping my brain right now?
I don't
too?
know, but that was that fire. It still is. If I hear it now, I'm going crazy.
Oh, that's that shit. I was gonna redo that hook.
What? Why not? Let's do it.
I still got
We're
the
in
beat
flip
ready.
mode right now,
I still got the beat and fucking the concept ready to go. Lock and load.
All right. So you guys make new music.
Yeah.
I don't. All right. Do you listen to any old shit? What kind of old shit do you listen to? You have a go-to? I got go-to shit.
When I want to hear old shit,
Yeah.
Outkast.
I got So Fresh, So Clean tattooed on my arm.
He does.
I do.
He does.
Yes, I do. I sure do. I sure do.
That's crazy.
Stankonia
Yo, that was
changed my
ring-
life.
That was my ringtone for so long.
It changed my life. It
That's
did.
crazy.
That's one of the albums that did it. That, The Roots, Tipping Point,
Mhm.
and Chrono 2001. Those three albums to me, they made me. Like they were, and it's weird that music's like that.
I think a lot of the Roots albums are severely underrated.
Absolutely, they're severely underrated. Period.
It's much
Black Thought is he's one of the best. I want to say musicians because he's on Jimmy Fallon and he sings a lot too, and he's just a funny dude. But his delivery,
I would
the
say-
words he uses, the way that he just. I don't know, man. There's something about him that
If-
I've always dug anything
I
he
can't
does.
say that I've
if
listened
what we-
to a whole.
What?
Oh,
I'm not
Holy
gonna
shit.
lie to you, dog. Like I love the Roots, but I've never heard a whole Roots album.
Bruh.
The tipping point is
You're missing out.
I am. I
it
feel
might-
bad. I'm gonna go
it's,
Google
it's,
play
it's
tonight.
really close to
Phrenology.
being my favorite album of all time. It's great.
Phrenology is fucking awesome
Yeah.
too.
I feel like
Yeah.
a bad Pennsylvanian.
Yeah, you are. You're definitely a terrible Pennsylvanian right now. You could argue that, like we were saying before with Jay-Z, that he never fell off. And compared, if you like ratio out that
Yeah.
with his longevity in the game, you could almost say the same thing for Black Thought.
But the Roots in general.
The
what's
Roots
cool
have been
about them
doing
is,
shit.
like,
What
they
was
all-
the first Roots album?
97 or 96, I would assume.
Mm.
It was in the 90s.
Before that,
Probably. Like my first hearing of them was the Roots and Erykah Badu.
no, they had albums way before
Oh,
that.
I know that. but that's what put me on.
Okay.
You know,
I'm
was
gonna look it
that
up.
song.
I'm gonna
But
look it up right now.
yeah, look it up.
You
But
got
you're
me right. That joint, you got me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
one. That's
yeah,
on my
why
go-to.
not?
I got a go-to of like maybe 80 songs, and that's definitely on.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I feel so horrible about my.
Yeah. And I was just gonna
beating
say
myself
that
up.
that's the thing with them.
Yeah.
Like they never strived to be
Why didn't I
anything
put this
they
shit
weren't.
on
They
the
were
right?
just them.
Right.
They were just them, and they are who they are still.
Mhm.
Like I said, like Jimmy Fallon.
I guess
They're
the
the biggest
first one
one band
was
on Jimmy
Yeah,
Fallon.
I know.
I went and seen
93.
them 4 or 5 times
Right.
just to see them. Like I like
Right.
Jimmy Fallon, but
No, you would know. You would
Come
know
on.
their other big song that was before the
Break you off.
You Got Me. No, that was on the same album.
yeah,
Jesus,
yeah,
y'all.
all kinds of shit. They're great. They're just
No, they
great.
got a joint with Bilal too. That was.
They have a lot of good shit, and
Yeah.
just the band itself is it's great. It's a great concept to play with a band. And seeing Questlove live was good too. The guy's crazy. He just seems like he feels a beat.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't even have to work at it. It just comes to him and he just does it. It's crazy.
Questlove is a genius.
He is. Yeah, but Black Thought too. I don't know.
Son,
He's one of the best musicians I've ever
fucking
I've ever
both
heard
of his parents like got killed when he was like fucking like a child like what the
Questlove?
fuck? Yeah, no, fucking Black Thought.
Wow.
He like grew up with like 0 parents. Like they both
Right.
got murdered.
He's great. And they do the block party in Philly every year, and I always want to go and can't. But yeah, the Roots are great. You're right, and they're up there too. They never got the credit they deserve. That's just the thing. They did their own thing. They were their
Yeah.
own entity, and they're great. They're great. Ain't much more to say about them.
Not at all.
I still hate flip flops, man. Fuck flip flops. I was saying about this shit earlier. I fucking hate flip flops.
Fuck flip flops.
Fucking stupid. Guys shouldn't wear flip flops. All right, just real quick, break it down.
Yo.
All right, look. If you wear a flip flop where you got to put it between your toes, it's called a thong. So don't wear it. Like it's just that easy. It's just done. But you wear thongs, my man?
No.
Okay. Thank
Listen,
you.
I didn't say anything upstairs when you brought it up.
All right.
I was gonna hold on.
Go ahead. Yeah, let
Well,
me
I
have
don't
it.
have any strong points to point out about sandal, like
Yeah.
flip flops are a no go,
Thank you. All right.
right? Sandals, like you mean like the sandals with the straps?
Yeah. I can't fuck with him either.
Like
Maybe
the-
it's just
like-
a fat dude
or
thing
like-
because I need comfort.
I remember when I was a kid, like I used to have to wear the sandals with like with the metal buckles,
Oh.
like the old man jaws.
Whoa.
Yeah, my pops was retarded. But I wear Jordan slides. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's different for kids though.
No,
too.
I'm,
when
like
you're-
now,
when
like right now.
Yeah,
Like,
now.
I wear Jordan slides now
Yeah,
because
that's mad thottish.
I wear thought pants too, though. So you know what I'm saying? So
It's very thought of you.
yeah, it is. And joggers, by the way, not like fucking tights and shit. Just joggers. Those are thought pants. But I wear slides because I'm accustomed to them. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
I've been.
Just get some house shoes.
I've done jail time before. You feel me? So,
House
like, you
shoes.
gotta wear shower shoes and slippers. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm just a weird dude.
it's
I don't even wear
alright.
slippers. I have
Yeah.
slippers on.
I'm not-
Yeah.
I just
I'm
don't.
not
I'm just
carrying.
accustomed to them.
I wouldn't carry over any jail fucking
But if you
fucking tendency.
yeah, go to jail and not wear fucking shower shoes, motherfucker.
I wouldn't wear them
Now,
outside.
see,
gonna
that's
have-
the only time I wear flip flops.
your
Like when I
feet
go
is gonna get
camping,
pregnant.
if I go shower outside.
Well, no, I get
wear
that,
flip-flops.
but
That's
after
it.
after
Yeah.
not, are you wearing your fucking flip flops in the shower now?
Yeah, sometimes I did.
Do you now?
I've done it. No, not now. but
Outside
I've
of
done
prison?
Yeah.
You're weird.
It. Yeah, I've done it. I've done it, man.
I'm
I've
not
done
doing it. Fuck
All right,
that.
do you wear your flip flops with socks? Or your
Outside?
sandals with socks? Yeah.
Yeah. Summertime, yeah. I wear basketball shorts and
That shit. People just dress terribly now. They
yeah,
dress in
like, it's
pajamas
just lazy.
outside.
I like being lazy, man. Like
people dress.
Oh,
See, you
wanna
embrace
go.
it,
You know
see, and
what I
I
mean?
appreciate that. I
Yeah.
can't. I'd rather, I just throw on a pair of shoes.
Right.
I was telling
I'm
y'all
not-
before, when I go to the beach, I don't even wear flip flops there. I wear old pair of shoes with no
yeah,
socks.
I would never wear. I never wear my open. I never open toe it.
Yeah.
I never open toe
That shit
it
is so
outside.
fucking. Why are you? We don't live near a beach.
No. I know.
You're not gonna encounter sand at all.
Yeah.
Nowhere. You have to drive an hour plus to reach a
I
beach
fucking
and some
hate the
sand.
ocean anyway.
The ocean sucks.
It
There's
does
fucking
suck.
sharks in there and jellyfish.
I'd rather
Fuck
I
them.
don't know, just go to the
And
beach for
garbage.
women.
They can't even breathe air right.
Yeah, they're stupid. Water sucks.
I watched
And it's salt
I
water.
watched The Waterboy last night.
Water sucks. It really sucks.
Anyway, what the fuck else was I gonna say, yo?
That shit
Yo,
goes
I get.
thong socks,
Oh my
thong
god, thong
sandals.
fucking sandals are the worst.
Yeah.
I get so mad when I go to fucking goddamn Wegmans and every fucking middle-aged white person is dressed in goddamn fucking gym gear. They all have fucking spandex and shorts and the running shoes on and their
shit.
fucking Under Armour clothes. Like, you guys came to the shopping fucking mart.
Supermarket?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. The shopping mart.
You doing fucking Quickie Mart? Quickie Mart.
Yeah, you can't say that anymore. Apu's racist and the Simpsons now.
Shopping.
He's a racist
mart.
for the Simpsons now?
Yeah, they're
People
fucking
are hating on
they're
him.
hating on Apu's fucking goddamn a stereotype on the Simpsons. Like, it's been fucking like 30 years.
Yeah,
Like,
also-
Now
it's
it's a problem.
Also, on a side note, the guy who does his voice is of that descent,
Yeah, like,
and he's cool with it. So, like,
Yeah, so
What's
why
the-
does anybody else have an issue with it?
we're too sensitive. We got
Yeah.
too sensitive.
guys are
That's
so
the problem.
fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Shut up. What do you want him to sound? What? Oh my god. You want an Indian dude to have a fucking Chinese accent or something? To
Yeah.
you have to go the complete opposite direction for it to not be
We've
racist.
gotten, we've gotten too sensitive. we are. We're a bunch of pussies.
Like,
we
what
are.
the fuck?
Ed Rendell was the old governor of PA, and years ago, you remember when the Eagles canceled the football game because of the snow?
No.
Well, he said that we were a bunch of wussies for doing it, and we were such
Right.
wussies that he wanted to call us pussies, but he couldn't because we're such
So it's
wussies.
like,
and he's fucking he's
wussies.
right.
Wussies.
He's
You're
right.
a wussy.
Because we're so fucking sensitive anymore. It's ridiculous. Like
Way too much. I can't fucking stand it.
fuck.
White people stop wearing fucking gym clothes to Wegmans.
Yeah, and
It's
fucking
annoying.
flip flops. No flip flops. You can wear
Yeah, a
flip
lot
flops.
of people wear
You've
tracksuits
embraced it.
every day.
You
Just
know?
like people, like we wear jeans.
You're going
A lot
to-
of people wear tracksuits.
You're going to buy
Like,
oatmeal
and
and
don't
shit.
even run. They just wear tracksuits.
Valid point.
Tracksuits are like the fashion thing.
I wanna
I have a lot of basketball shoes, and I haven't played basketball in probably 8 years or so.
But you
know?
played though.
Oh yeah.
This motherfucker probably never ran the block.
Okay.
They just wear tracksuits all day.
I want to go back to like the 50s where everybody wore fucking suits and shit.
You know, and that-
It's not practical.
I want to just go back to Cali where
So
everybody
awesome.
wears Chuck Taylors
Everybody just wore suits
Biggie
and fucking cool hats. You can't get cool hats no more.
It doesn't get cooler than that hat. But you wear fucking, what are them shits called that you wear?
What?
The hats you wear? Besides that hat.
Fedoras and
Yeah,
stuff?
the fedoras.
Yeah. I can't find fedoras. They don't have fedoras for small-headed people in stores, which I
Discrimination.
also hate.
Never wore a fedora.
You don't look like you would wear.
I'm not a fedora guy. Do I look like a fedora guy? No. No.
You could do it.
No. I couldn't pull that shit off. Oh, they probably make them in my size.
Yeah.
I got a big
They
fucking
definitely
head.
like-
Yeah.
Like, I like the Run DMC hats.
Never.
I think those are.
The Ranger?
I think
No,
those
not
are
the
also
Ranger
kind of called fedoras too. I think they're in the category of fedoras too.
Nah, they're like in between a fedora and a top hat.
What happened to the hats? You know the big hats Future used to wear? The Future was
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
and everybody
Those are
started
just Cowboys
wearing
hats. Those
like
are just cowboy
Ranger hats or whatever the fuck they were called.
Yeah, you could do that if you're black with dreads.
Yeah, you can't do that with you have no hair.
Yeah,
I
no.
still just wear fitteds. That's it. That's all I buy.
I'm a dad hatter.
White people
Yeah.
can't wear cowboy hats no more.
I wouldn't anyway. Like
Uh,
I'm not a cowboy. That's like the main reason. Like I'm not a cowboy. And it's just not a practical hat.
you don't want to be a
Right.
cowboy?
No.
Why not?
No.
I don't want to be a cowboy either.
No.
Not a dirt involved.
No.
Yeah. Mad dirt.
You have the name
And
of a
boots.
cowboy. A-Town Slim.
No, the name of a pimp.
Cowboy Atown Slim. Really?
A-Town Slim.
A-Town Slim is not a cowboy name.
You sound
I
like
sound like a rebel. I sound like a
you
freaking
sound
bike,
like
a
you've
bank
murdered
robber.
multiple people in
Like Billy,
duels.
like Billy, like Billy Bat, Billy Guns.
The fucking A-Town Slim's in town.
Yeah.
Showdown at
Bucko.
noon. Fucking bitch.
Wussy.
Meet me
That's right. You
outside.
can't say pussy.
Meet me
Just say
outside.
wussy.
Meet me outside the saloon at noon. Showdown. 10 steps and draw. A-Town
Those were
Slim.
the days, man. You can't.
That's mad definitive.
You
Like
can't,
I'm glad we evolved at least to just fighting. At least you don't die from that. Like that's pretty definitive. Like yo, we're just gonna take 10 steps and turn around. We're both gonna fucking shoot. One of us is going down. Maybe both of us.
That's awesome.
That's a stupid idea.
No, it's like the
fucking
luck.
terrible.
It's like pulling straws, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If that was
Somebody
more,
has to get it.
if that was more accepted, I would probably choose a showdown.
Then the fight.
Yeah, than to get like punched in the
Yeah, you're
mouth
not a
and
fighter.
fucking
You're
stomped.
not a
Why
fighter.
did it escalate
You're
right
not
to
a
the
fighter.
showdown? Why does it go right to that?
I'd rather get shot in the heart.
But
or
it
something.
escalated to that because motherfuckers had the Romans used to fucking have the fucking goddamn fight a tiger
Yeah, which is fucked
in
up
front of
too.
5,000
Yeah,
people.
people would watch like, yo, watch this motherfucker get eaten by a tiger. Like he has no chance.
Yeah, he stole
That's-
bread, so
yeah,
they have to go fight a
right.
lion.
Yo, that was awesome.
Right? Like I was just
Imagine
hungry,
they had to
man.
do that shit
but-
now. There would be a lot less bread
It's all
stealing.
about justice.
That's
Yeah.
true.
There wouldn't be no fucking Chinese people from fucking New York coming to the sands.
Hey, we've
They would have
evolved
to
as
fight,
people.
they would have to
right?
fight a lion
We've evolved as
at the FAM's PPL Center.
At the sands.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
shit,
have to
Arts Quest.
fight a lion. Y'all steal some eggs at Wawa, you gotta go to the event center at the Saints and fight a lion.
and we'll watch.
Justified.
I'll be there.
And we will watch you
I'll be there.
lose.
I think I'd attend that event.
Yeah.
The lion will be undefeated, I guarantee it.
You know what? Some fucking barbaric people.
Yeah.
We've evolved.
Yeah, people
really
are
have.
barbaric as fuck.
We're still fucked up, but we're a lot less fucked up. That's what gets me pissed off too. People are like, it's so bad now. Like, no, it's not. It really isn't. Like, there's pyramids up in Egypt because like we were forced to be able to do it. Like we had to. We had no fucking choice. Like, yo, I had this dude that was trying to tell me like, yo, the aliens built the pyramids.
Wait, what?
No,
He's
he thought
watching
the
too
aliens.
much
Built, he thought the
Aliens.
aliens built the pyramids. He's like, well, why would people just build pyramids? I'm like, because they had nothing to fucking do.
No, because they
It
had
was
no
thousands.
choice.
Yeah,
What
what
the
are you
fuck
gonna
they
do
doing?
there? Well, I'm gonna go build a pyramid. Everybody else is. What the fuck else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
There's nothing to do.
Slaves build the pyramid?
Yo, they did.
Weren't they enslaved in people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Like, go build a pyramid because you stole bread.
but not even that. Like, what else is there to do? I bet everybody was building. What are you doing? Fucking build a pyramid.
Yeah, it's the-
Everybody else is here. Might as well do that
Yeah,
shit.
we're not going to the club tonight. We're
Yeah,
going to
we're
build
gonna go
pyramids.
build a pyramid. Everybody else is. Like, we might as well.
That's our mission.
Yeah. And then they built. Well, let's build a fucking another one. We got shit else to do. And they just kept going, you know. And then they're like, let's build a fucking lion that looks like a person, but it's something. I don't know. They got crafty as shit. They really went from like one fucking jagged pyramid to like a really nice one to a real fucking big one to a lion person thing.
A lion person.
Yo.
They
Yeah,
said the original thing was an actual lion.
Yeah,
Yeah, like the original one, but then it started to get eroded,
yeah.
so then they chopped it down to look like a person. So like the lions get fucked
I
up.
want to go. Have you ever been? You never. Have you ever been to like? Have you seen like a pyramid in person?
Nah, man, I'm only going to white countries, man.
Nah, like I went to Jamaica for my honeymoon. No, it was dope. Nah, we climbed the waterfall. That
There's
was
no
dope.
pyramids in Jamaica.
That was as close
There's
as
one
I
in
could get.
Mexico, right?
But-
The Aztec Dome?
So that's the
Jamaica's
thing.
not in
like,
Mexico?
I only want to
There's one
go.
in Mexico.
I'll go out of the country, but I only want to go somewhere that speak English. Like that's
Right.
why I felt comfortable going to Jamaica because I know they speak English.
Okay.
So we were thinking about going to Mexico, and I'm like, what if I need something? And someone looks at me and they're like, huh? Yeah, I don't want to.
But I think like you have to be bilingual.
They go, okay? You're like, no,
You
I'm
gotta be
straight.
Most
bilingual
places-
to work at
yeah,
the resorts and shit.
Yeah, but like I wanted to step out a little bit. Like in Jamaica, we stepped out, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm sure at the resorts, yeah. But like, what if I wanted to go to a town? Like, because in
Yeah.
Jamaica, we went to this little village and walked through these huts where people made stuff, and it was.
What's these huts where people made stuff?
Yo, so all right, so every hut was different. It was crazy. First of all,
That was the most
everybody sold.
broadest thing you could say.
Well, everybody sold weed. All right, obviously.
What they call it down there? They don't call it weed.
Ganja,
No, there's some other shit. No, I'm thinking of fucking
marijuana. I don't want to go to
St.
I
Thomas.
don't want to go to any country
Yeah,
where
he called it grass. That's what it was. Like
Yeah.
it was cool. So the pool
Wow.
boy, I'm there. So we got to the airport. We were waiting to get picked up by the bus inside the airport. And somebody, hey man, you need grass. Like, I'm not even. I saw my bags and there's cops there, right there, buddy.
Yeah.
No, thank you. It was nuts. So we get to the resort. I'm there 5 or 10 minutes. I'm like saying to my wife, I hope I can find something. I really hope.
you're going to.
Fingers crossed.
That's their.
And the guy
whole
came up to
economy.
me right away. Yeah, and he's like, "Come with me." And we went over to the pool area, and he
Come
has
with me,
towels.
man.
Yeah, and he lifted up a towel, and there's just branches. He's like, $20, pick one. Okay. It was awesome. It was the coolest
For a
experience.
branch?
For a branch. It was just a big branch.
I heard they're dirt, like the weed that looks like dirt out there.
It's
is
amazing.
Shit.
It's crazy. I said the same. I bought it. I'm like, this stuff looks like garbage, and it was not.
Right.
It was not. It looks like dog shit,
Right.
but it's not. And it was cool. It was plentiful.
Yeah.
And like to them out there, it's not a big deal. It's because that's how our country is. That's how we're raised in this country. It's like, oh, it's so terrible, and down there, it's really not.
Well, right. Until you meet one of the cops who want to shake you down for money, or else you're going to prison.
So that's a whole other thing. So we rode a bus. All right, we got time. I'll tell you a story. At Bob Marley's plantation in Jamaica, it's the only place that it's actually not a crime to have marijuana, and it's fields of it. It's, I mean, like you can pay a taxi driver to take you there, and you can run through it like a kid. And you're just running through a field of weed. So this chick, she buys some weed there, and the cops start walking toward her, and she starts freaking out. She's like, "Oh my god!" And she fucking fainted. Right, so the cops walk on her, and they're talking to her husband like, "Oh, so what happened to her?" And like, "Oh, she fainted, officer. She has marijuana on her. I'm very sorry." Like, all right. And they reach in her pocket and take all that shit out and run with it, and they leave and laugh at her and just let her lay there. They didn't help her up or nothing. The cops just took it from her. They did.
Yeah, no.
Yep. And it was fucking crazy. And then we took a bus, and so we told the bus driver about the story that we heard, that we were down there, and he told us that the cops down there they're alcoholics. Like, that's their number one problem. So if you're out of the country, they'll pull you over, and if you got money and you pay them off, peace, they'll let you go.
Yeah.
They treat foreigners down there so great. Like, they really do.
Well,
it's crazy.
Because their entire economy is
Relies
pretty
on
much based
Yeah.
on tourism.
Yeah. Like, they were really cool down there, but it was interesting how the police they're not really police. Like, they're just not. Like, they were just, like, the dude driving the bus was like, you're just not really cops.
Well,
You're not.
think about how much tourism is going on down there, and
Well, the country's separated. There's a tourist side of the country,
well, yeah, for sure.
and there's this, like, they tell you when you get to the airport, like, you're not going into Kingston, are you? You're like, well, no. Like, yeah. Don't go into Kingston.
Yeah, don't
Like,
go
just
there.
don't go there. Or anywhere around there. There's
Right.
an area that they deem, like, tourist area.
Right.
Anything after that, you're on your own.
Right, of
You know?
course, because like the tourist area, they're thankful for tourism money.
Yes, and me being the
And
stupid
then-
American, I go there, and they're like, don't go to Kingston. And we're like, got it. I'm like, yo, so how do we get to Kingston? How far is that from here? And they're like, yeah, you just don't go there.
Yeah,
Like, they're
no,
not
but
fucking
they're-
around. Don't go. So we didn't go there.
Yeah, no,
You
that's
did.
a good idea.
Yeah, it probably
Because
was.
a lot of people on the outside of the tourism area, they don't like tourists.
Come here.
Yeah.
And what was
Boots
interesting,
in America.
and what was interesting is like we stayed in Montego Bay, and it was a
Those
lot
are the
of,
motherfuckers that'll rob you and fucking.
Well, I mean, they still tell you to be careful. So we left the resort. They were like, "You want? Are you going to be all right?" We're like, "Yeah, we'll be fine." So we just walked around a little bit. But there's
most
still,
of the time, you'll probably be
yeah,
alright.
we were cool. The only thing that I noticed is that
So you want to take a shot? You want to take a shot?
Yeah, we did a shot. The inner city mingles with the
wanna take a shot?
tourists. Whatever you want.
Captain? Oh, you got that's Jack Daniel's honey?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. There we go. That's it.
Easy does it.
Mm-hmm.
We got some plastic. I see some
I got
plastic.
shot glasses all over.
No, I see some plastic ones over there.
Easy glass, Jones. Yeah, yeah. We're good.
Knobles. Shout out to Knobles. Yo, shout out to alcohol and whoever legalized it.
Yeah,
again.
the shit's the shit.
Love you guys.
Prohibition was an awful idea.
Fucking love you.
It's a terrible idea.
It was. Why would
What
they
the
do that?
fuck were you
It
talking
was
about?
stupid.
Said, hey, this stuff that's been legal for a long ass time, let's just not make it legal
I mean,
anymore.
I think realistically, you should be able to just like do anything. Like you could eat fried food every single day and kill yourself with a heart attack, but you can't buy weed. That doesn't make any sense.
No, we definitely need to end the entire drug wars.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We just need to keep it. We just need to put a drug war on heroin.
No,
Why
we need to
not?
legalize all drugs.
Legalize heroin?
Yes.
Why?
Why not?
Salute.
Heroin, it feels
Because-
awesome.
Like, how do you know?
I've heard. Well, how else would people do
True.
it?
It keeps coming. They come back.
You're
Like
not
good-
gonna.
It's like a pussy, I guess.
You're not gonna do a drug that that sucked. It feels awesome. That's why people get addicted to it.
but then eventually sucks.
Well, yeah, obviously.
You legalize everything. You make it.
You have to make it safer. You have to regulate it, make it safer.
There's no way to make it safe. It's just
Make it
it's
safer.
just not making our problem. Like if you want to shoot up, do it. It makes it not as enticing, and it becomes not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it becomes
It's
not
the problem like
taboo.
with heroin. And I agree with you. I think it's a big problem, but it's the medicine. It's the pharmaceutical companies that sell this shit legally.
Yeah.
That's the fucking problem. They
Yeah,
pump that shit into you, and they get you addicted to that shit.
But
And to the point where they have commercials now for medicine to help you with opioid, like being able to digest it better. Like if you have to give other people, you have to give more drugs if you want to handle the drugs. You can just make it a fucking drug. Like
It's
just
stupid.
it doesn't even make sense.
Just do the heroin.
Yeah, just go straight to
It's
it.
probably
right?
fucking better. That and if you give people clean needles and drugs that are like clean drugs, not like laced with fucking horse shit
Yeah.
or whatever else somebody might have slipped in there, and you know that'll fucking.
I think like the best
That'll
advice
be better
is
for
maybe
everybody.
just never do heroin. Like,
yeah,
probably,
no, but if you want to do heroin,
but you shouldn't.
you shouldn't
should
go
just
to-
not want to.
you shouldn't go to
You
jail
should just,
for
you
it.
should just not. Like if you
I-
want to, be like, just don't.
I agree,
You know.
but if you do want to, should you go to jail for it?
No. No.
Should you go to jail for you want to eat fucking Captain Crunch?
All day, every day.
Well, I said like that's my point. Like I said with stuff like heroin and cocaine are perfect examples. If you want to do it,
You
fine.
want juice.
Like the ultimate price you pay is like your life. So
Yeah,
like,
it's your own.
isn't that enough?
The thing is, it's your life.
Right.
Yeah.
If you want to end your life that way,
Why is suicide illegal? It's the most retarded shit.
why is it illegal?
Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
It's
They're gonna
illegal?
arrest you if you do it. You're fucking.
How is it illegal?
You die.
Yeah, it's not legal to commit suicide.
How? It's the most legal thing in the world.
No, it's not.
Your life.
Well, obviously, nobody went to jail for committing suicide.
Right. Or
Because
attempting
you're
to.
dead then.
That's true. That's a stupid law that they probably just get. It makes it look dumb.
But,
But-
it's illegal. It's a.
But if you attempt it,
Yeah.
don't
then-
fucking. Somebody would fucking probably fucking check me on this shit. But if you
I
attempt
don't think
it,
it is. I think assisted suicide
No.
is. I think that's illegal.
that's
Yeah, that's illegal.
definitely illegal. That's murder.
Yeah,
Assisted
in a
suicide
way,
is
in a
murder.
sense it is.
I guess.
I need some
It's a
lotion.
tough.
Shit.
It's just weird. It is.
But if you attempt it,
Because,
you're
like,
gonna be
So
like
did you ever
they're
watch
gonna
the
take you
documentary?
to like a
Did you ever
hospital.
watch the
and
thing
you're gonna be
on Dr.
essentially
Kevorkian?
in
Like, did
jail.
you ever watch that? Like, you know who he is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's just a weird area. 'Cause,
He's like a fucking hero.
to some degree, he is because these people are like, look, I just want to fucking die.
Yeah.
Like, just keep me
They
going.
they
Like,
legalized euthanasia in like Texas or something.
Yeah, and like it's
One
a
of them
fucking
states
fine
over
line to walk.
It's like a grown abortion.
Yeah.
But I mean, these people are terminally ill. They're like, look, I'm just waiting to die, and I'm not dying. I just want to get it fucking over with. If you're to that point in your life, you should be allowed to do it. I think if it's your life, if your life sucks that bad, where you're like, look, I'm so ready to die. Can we do that? Can we speed this up?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Like,
You should be allowed to do it regardless. Like
I don't agree with
if,
it. Like,
if you
you probably should just like live until you like die. But if you want to do it sooner, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it's pretty definitive though. It's not like you can change your mind.
go for that shit.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm pro suicide. Anybody has a problem with it, my aunt committed suicide.
We're being like inspiration for
Suck
people
my
out
balls.
there like that are like, man, maybe I should do it. We're like, yo, fucking do it. Go ahead, you can do it. We have faith in you. That's not
It's being positive.
It's not though.
It's supporting your
Yeah.
friend's dreams.
Yeah, in hopes of
Being
not living
supportive.
anymore. We're like,
It's
go,
being supportive.
go for it.
You know, that's all they ever ask for is just support.
Yeah.
Support. Like,
Be like, man, don't doubt yourself. You can do it.
Be the best suicider.
Don't just cut your wrist.
and if
That's
you're gonna do
pussy
it, do
shit.
it because you can go to jail if you don't. So like,
Yeah.
if you're all in or you're not.
If you fail, they're gonna put you in a straitjacket.
I don't know if it's against the law. It's highly frowned upon. I know that. Can it be against the law?
I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. It has to
Wow,
be.
it's
I don't
stupid
know.
laws.
It's kind of weird. It's iffy. I don't know.
If you attempt it and fail, I'm pretty sure they put you in a mental hospital.
Well, yeah, but that's different from jail,
That's pretty much jail.
I guess. Except there's no bars and handcuffs and.
That's pretty much like
It's still
solitary.
confinement.
That's pretty
bro.
much solitary.
Yeah, it's still confinement in a way.
And how has solitary confinement helped anyone?
That's barbaric too.
I'm pretty sure I can survive solitary.
I doubt it. For like a day or two would be
I'm-
nice, but
I
then
doubt
you're
it.
Like,
I'm
like,
really good
Talk
at
to
solitary
I've
confinement.
been in solitary confinement before.
yeah, see, I probably suck.
I solitary
It,
confine
it's
myself.
cool because I knew
I
like
solitary
2 or 3
confine
people that
myself
was
all
there,
the time.
Yeah.
so we can yell, talk to each other all
Yeah.
the time. But it's different if you lock yourself in that room with nothing at all but you.
If I ever go to jail,
I
I'm
mean, you
going
and your thoughts,
to
it's a
solitary. That's
dangerous
where I'm
thing,
going.
right?
Huh?
You and your own thoughts, it's like a dangerous
Yeah.
thing to deal with.
But
Just think about
but-
crazy shit.
I wrote a lot of music there though.
Yeah.
If I were to ever go to jail, I'm going straight to solitary.
Yeah, because
You're gonna ask,
or
like,
PC.
Do you have any room in solitary? Like,
Yeah. Or protective.
I want to
custody.
go there. That's exactly where I want to go. 23 hours, put me in there. I'm down. I'm a bite a fucking goddamn CO. I'll fucking bite him. I'm going straight there. Fuck that. I don't want to shower with dudes. I don't want to fucking none of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not protective.
No, man. Fuck that shit. Why would you want to, like, I don't know.
I do not glorify being in good.
I do not get it at all. Like, once everybody's in jail, it's just like, hey, we're all here. Maybe not try to kill each other. Because why? What the
I
fuck?
got a cousin that just came home from being in jail. He was just upstate. He just came home yesterday. And that's all he could talk about. And I'm like, damn, I don't really want to be around you right now.
Yeah.
Because this is all you know. You feel me? Like, I don't want to relive those memories. 'Cause
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. I don't rap about that shit, nothing. Yeah, fuck jail. Fuck solitary
Fuck
confinement.
jail.
Fuck you.
I think that's probably a good note to end on.
Yeah.
fuck jail.
Yeah. We gotta figure out like a rainbow type of thing.
Yeah.
Like these things.
That's the arc
Like
right
the end
there.
of- yeah.
And at the end of the rainbow, it's
Fuck jail.
don't do heroin.
We
and
could be the
don't
white.
go to jail.
We could
Yeah.
be the white Jesus of Mero.
And don't commit suicide.
Yeah, that's a bad
If you don't
idea.
want to.
Yeah.
If
But if you want to, we support you.
Obviously.
We support you.
Very positive.
We feel like you could probably do it if you tried.
Very positive support on
But on
suicide.
that note, competition.
You can
Slim
do
2
it.
Is out now.
Competition Slim 2
Tuesday.
out now.
So Broadway
Put it on the
Social.
camera.
Tuesday,
Show them
November
the
21st.
artwork.
November 21st. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't. Too close. November 21st, we in Broadway Social. Album
Tuesday.
release party. This Tuesday, 10 to 2. Ladies free before, whenever I say that. And, yeah, $5 cover charge. 21 and up. Competition is Slim 2.
Getting free, show your titties.
What the fuck are you talking about, bitch?
And we out.